Hello everyone, welcome back to Outer Studios. I want to thank everyone for all the support and feedback. I am home now from holiday and have done some pretty awesome stuff in Submerged below. The first major thing that I've done is change my entire project from 3D lighting to 2D lighting. And how I'm doing this is by using the new universal render pipeline. Setting this up in my project was very complicated. It took an entire day of trial and error. I first deleted all of my 3D lights and transferred the project's graphics over to Universal Render Pipeline. Unity does most of the work, but the main thing was fixing bugs. Once using the new lighting, everything was red. It took me a while to find the answer for this, and it was to do with the diffuse materials not set correctly. So after sorting that out, everything was black. And I knew why it was black. It was because I had no lights. But when I added lights, they were not revealing any sprites. They were just white. So I did figure this out. Once I put the new layers and changed some more things around, I finally found a solution, and it started to come together. Once I started adding 2D lights, I started to see life again in my project. Now it was time to start adding my new art that I had drawn for my first area. I drew some overhanging vines, beautiful grass, and the new seaweed. Now after adding all of these to the environment, I did my first in-game test after 1 month on my holiday, and I was really happy with this, but I did not like the seaweed. It was lacking in something. I tried wave shaders to give it a wave effect. This just looked silly and overwhelming for my eyes when in-game. Then I tried animation. I was thinking of sprite sheets. This way layering would be less of a pain, so I brought it into Photoshop. I started with 6 sides and then used the lasso tool and warp to manipulate each slide, and then brought it into Unity and turned it into an animation, and could not wait to test it out. I knew it was going to be amazing. All the time I spent on it, could not wait to see it. I kept thinking how realistic it would be.
Stone at the bottom of the riverbed, falling slowly, shallow breath, broken and bent.
Yep, it was a fail, but I learned from this, so I changed my approach and wanted a fresh start. I realized how beautiful the rocks looked with the new grass that I made, so I put them both into Photoshop alongside each other and began my fresh start journey. I started by cutting each piece of grass and copying them. As a solo, it is very important to reuse things. Change them, but reuse. Making this seaweed took me around 30 minutes, but if I had have not used what I had and kept drawing, it would have taken a lot longer. After copying each leaf, changing positions and resizing, it was finished. Here is how it looks. I think it fits in more with the world. Now it was time to juice up the scene, so I started playing with lighting, shapes and layers. I also gave the new seaweed some animation, and this is now what the first area looks like. I am so happy with how it turned out. It looks so much better than I could have imagined. I could never get a clear vision in my head, but doing all of this work has given me some amazing ideas and further changes. Also, if you have not noticed yet, I have added a propeller to the submarine, and it is a sprite sheet, and this is the design that I came up with. Drawing this was easy as I had a blueprint. I just drew over my previous sprite sheet that was made from my project below, which you can see in my 4 years of game dev part 1 video. Now this week was very productive, and I also have some amazing stuff planned for next week. So subscribe if you would love to see more about my game, or if you enjoyed anything that I did here this week. Please like this video and please leave some feedback. Write a very nice comment down below. Also, if you really like my project and what I do, join my Discord. I have a community of 50 at the moment, and you can ask us any questions and we'll be more than happy to answer them. One last thing, if you'd like to support me, check out my Patreon page where you can get early short videos of what I am working on and Discord perks. And I will give you a shout out at the end of each video like this. Huge thank you to MrKrucker and Emil. You guys are amazing and are helping me out a lot. Thanks everyone for watching. See you next time.